How often do you think about the fabric of reality? I do all the time. This unbearable desire to scratch just one layer deeper. You do realize there is no absolute objective truth, right? Right? Suppose you want to understand reality, build an objective, functional, and complete model of it. To do that, you'd have to merge physics, biology, quantum mechanics, mathematics, philosophy, programming, game theory, Buddhism, psychoanalysis, cultural studies, history, logic, neuroscience, everything. You'd need to trace every possible causal connection, see how they interact through time and space, and hold them all in mind at once. You'd need to believe in that model completely. Without belief, it collapses. And even if you got it right perfectly, without error, accounting for everything, it would still be a drop. Not in the ocean, in infinity, the kind we can't even conceive of. And still, it wouldn't be enough, because any theory only matters if it works. The perfect model must also solve problems, here, now, in a world where you'll never have all the information. Let's say, hypothetically, you know the whole truth of everything. Would you be satisfied? Would your brain even fit it? Chances are you will probably go insane and want to go back to blissful times of not knowing, whatever that is. Sometimes it all just starts with curiosity. Not with the need to be smart, not with ambition, just that quiet little click inside. But why? For some people, it's been there since childhood, and it never really goes away. They just genuinely want to understand how things work. Not because they have to, but because not knowing feels unbearable. And when everything around gets boring, too predictable, the brain kind of whispers, come on, do something. And if there is nothing to do, it pulls you into thinking. You just lie there going over something complex, something deep, not to prove anything, but just because otherwise it feels empty. And in those thoughts, there is a strange sense that maybe this was worth your time, like it actually meant something. The question may appear in your curious head, what do I do then? Well, I don't know exactly, but if it really bothers you, then you should actually do some active physical stuff, like play football with your butts, touch grass, get up, get down, get up again, because nothing can bring down your curiosity. Contemplate the infinitely eternal, let the infinitely eternal contemplate you. But seriously, what? Here I can only share with you my experience dealing with this problem, and the only kind of solution I found was simple all acceptance, in a very Buddhist sense, where you don't try to understand the reality around, but simply appreciate the way it is and enjoy the beauty of it, without the need to fully explain it. It's easier said than done, but with regular meditations, being mindful and patient, after some time your subconscious reprograms itself into a system that doesn't feel the urge to understand everything all the time, and can sincerely enjoy the uncertainty in a form of mysterious beauty. Every living, perceiving being operates from the assumption that the status quo is unsatisfactory, and that some action must be taken to make the environment more friendly and existence more comfortable. And the human is just a hyperbolized version of this formula, where especially gifted and curious individuals believe that understanding the fundamental level of this reality will give them a perfect, always working blueprint for life. But the only way to know if such a blueprint works is to test the hypothesis in practice, through lived experience, just like in science. Only by making mistakes and bumping into reality do you start to understand how it actually works. You try, you fail, you rebuild, and that's how real knowledge forms. That's how skill grows. In the end, the formula is surprisingly simple: try, fail, learn, repeat. Accept everything as it is. Try out stuff, contemplate, love, live.